Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance, where today we're gonna take a Tainted Keeper to the chest. Maybe delirium. Maybe death. We're going to find out together. I'm just gonna stick to going into item rooms. Hushy, pretty good if we're going for delirium. If we also get Gnawed Leaf, we can put Hushy in the room, wait approximately 2 hours, and then we win. It is a strategy. I wouldn't necessarily call it a strong strategy, but I would certainly call it a strategy nonetheless. I would like to have everything in this room, but I'll take Synth Oil if I really had to pick between one of them. And I suppose that I probably do. There is a chance we can get Red Stew as well, especially if we're going to get this amount of money as well, but I don't necessarily need it, I guess. I mean, it would probably speed up the first couple of floors at least, which is kind of nice. But not really my first concern. I actually wouldn't mind the Racer. That's actually a pretty fun one. Not especially good defense or anything, but it'll kill an enemy forever. And that could be kind of nice, I suppose. It's something new at least. I never really had a Racer on this character before. Plus I haven't had a Racer in a while, regardless. I actually wouldn't mind at least trying it, you know? Need to get 5 more coins, but well, I could also just die and then we don't have to worry about it. I'm shooting a little bit slower than I for some reason expected. And yeah, it just didn't really work out, unfortunately. Maybe I shouldn't go into the item room. I'm still kind of in two minds because I do kind of like getting planetariums, and shops are just so good as this character. But at the same time, it is kind of nice to go into an item room. It does give that level of security. Destroyed the poop there so I could get an extra coin because I kind of ran into an enemy again there. Maybe avoidable, who is to say for sure. I was kind of hoping I could push that away, but I'm not a particularly fast fellow right now. 'Tis a shame, but it's true. Really trying to get every single coin in the game, but also that is a little bit tricky at times. That's not helping. That is not helping at all. That was a lot of explosions and death and tears and things suddenly all over the place. Oh god, I need to actually stop walking into enemies though. It is becoming a little bit silly perhaps. Getting a luck up there at least, that's pretty good. My boss is right there. We're getting most of the coins at least, so that's looking good. I would like to visit my shop before we're actually gonna fight a boss though. I'm tempted to say my secret room's over here, and as such we're just gonna try. I was not incorrect, and there was a spider in there, so that's kind of nice, I suppose. Is that gonna hit him? Yes. And a lucky rock, not bad. Pretty decent way to get some extra money overall, especially if we can get Stompy or something like that. That would actually be, for once, kind of a nice transformation, so I would at least somewhat appreciate it. That's gotta count for something. I'm definitely gonna walk into one of these enemies thinking that they're dead and then they just turn into a wandering stump, but maybe it won't happen and that'll be a good thing. Right, so that's extra health, that's a luck up, so that's Boga Bombs, that is Gemini, that's... actually don't hate this. The remote detonator, how much do I care about remote detonator? It is 5 bombs, which is nice, it is... yeah, I don't care about Gemini that much. Let's go for Boga Bombs as well. Let's just go all out bombs and see if it ends up working out. I feel like if we can keep the Lucky Rock, then we're probably not going to be in any money situations. I'm skipping the item room because we have 2 coins. But with 5 bombs, we can pretty much kill whatever boss comes our way here. Gemini, yeah. Just kind of hoping I could hit both, and I'm not disappointed by how that went. There we go. The small one did not drop any money. Which is a tad surprising, but fair enough, and I cannot afford this either, so we're just gonna move on. That's kind of a shame, that one's not too bad, especially with a character such as this one. Although I'm not 100% sure how it works with multi-shot tiers, I suppose. Now, I'm not sure if I should continue to skip item rooms, but I guess if I can just let it rely entirely on my money situation at the end of the floor, it would be the last room I would effectively enter, I suppose, if I really decided to go that way. So I might as well try and ignore them for as long as I can realistically muster. Now they're luck up, very nice. Getting to a positive luck amount, very good. Golden coin, that's even better. I'm still kind of surprised these drop from enemies because quite frankly, they can be so much money. Also, I'm just kind of surprised that I decided to take all of them immediately, because I guess I could have saved it for a sacrifice room, but didn't think of that in time. Keys, not terrible. Keys not terrible. Don't hate keys. Don't hate Charm of the Vampire either, because that's at least a level of getting my health back, so that's pretty good. It's not the most reliable one, I suppose, but if we can... I mean, it's more likely that we're going to get the health from just killing the enemy at the end of the day. But we got a little bit of health there. It can work out, technically speaking. Also not 100% sure if I want to go for angel rooms or not, because of this character, but oh god. Careful now. It's always a question with this character, I suppose, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind trying to save a little bit of money before entering a Devil Deal or Angel Room or something like that. Did I go in here? I did. Not getting any bomb drops, which is a bit of a shame, but other than that, we're okay. I think I know where my secret room is, and it seems to be next to the same room as it was in the previous map, which is interesting. Not loving this room. Especially if I do that. But we can heal. Champions aren't that big of a deal, except health-wise, I suppose. And that. Couple more bombs, not too terrible. I mean, I have to guess that my secret room's over here. I don't really see... Yeah, same place. Unusual, but fair enough, I suppose. Didn't get anything from those. There's no sacrifice room on this floor. So we're just gonna move on. I'm just gonna skip the item room again and see if we can get a cool boss room item instead. I think that might work out better. I also think I know where my super secret room is. I was kind of hoping I could get both of them with that bomb, but fair enough. At least we got one of them, and that does make this fight a lot more tolerable than having to fight 3 of them at the same time. This one I can just focus down diagonally. I'm fairly sure. There we go. Before you know it, eye drops could be good on this character, actually. I think that's just a tears up with how this character shoots, right? So that's... I'm hoping that's true. Might just be weird. Yeah, it's a little weird for sure, but... yeah, it works the way it works, I suppose. As do all items in the game. They all work the way they work. I could leave coins behind, but at the same time, I kind of like just running. Yeah, it does... The eye drops are making this a little unusual. But not unplayably so. Just gonna blow you up for that sweet Devil Deal chance, or Angel Room chance even. 40% chance of a planetarium as well. It's looking pretty spicy. Luck up again. We're actually getting a lot of those. If I can just time my shots right, then the eye drops are not a problem, but you're basically shooting 2 volleys of tears every time you start firing at something, and then you just have nothing for a while. It's very unusual. Tough to even explain how it feels to play with, but not impossible, just a little tedious. Nope. Key for a bomb. I actually don't hate that with my current key count, so let's just do that. A golden coin. I mean, I'm not particularly trying to go fast, unless we're really going for delirium as well, but I'm gonna leave that golden coin behind. Never mind. I don't want to deal with that room in particular with 1 health every time, because that's a surefire way to accidentally get killed in a way that's unfavorable. So let's just not bother. Gonna be a little bit of walking back and forth here, but I'm tired. I'm gonna say that probably aren't that many more coins in that golden coin and just move on instead. Because quite frankly, we did shoot it quite often. And with shoot, I mean grab. I get too confused all the time. It's a very big problem in my day-to-day life. I'm just not going to worry about the coins that are dropping here. For the most part, at least, because this is just too much stuff happening at the same time. Right up until the point where there's only a couple alive, of course. Yeah, I don't think I like eye drops with this character. It is a big pause between shots that we're getting because of it, and it's just a little awkward. Just a little bit more awkward than I would like. I mean, if there's enemies on the other side of the room, it's not too bad, but I wouldn't mind something like soy milk or something to make life a little bit more bearable. Gonna leave this pill alone until we find like a health up somewhere on the floor, because I'm still not super trusting. That isn't gonna ruin my day. Charm of the Vampire healing me just after I took damage. Pretty incredible. That's really incredible. Dark Bomb's nothing. Ace of Clubs is okay. Yeah, I'll take you. I'll take both of these, actually. They're both actually pretty good. You know what? Why not? Why not just get everything? It'd be fun if Dark Bomb did something, but not the case. You know what? I don't want to bother. Oh, we're gonna get 2 bombs for every single bomb pickup as well, so Ace of Clubs is just a ludicrous amount of bombs every time you use it. That's pretty neat. I want to say Troll Bombs are also, like, something with the detonator, but I don't fully recall if that's true or how it works. That's a key, I suppose. I was gonna call it nothing, but it's technically something. And overall, not the scariest rooms in the world. There might be a super secret room here. Yeah. Ooh, look at that. That's so many coins. I could leave one behind just in case, but I will not. I don't need batteries, but fair enough. 11 bombs against Peep. Sure. I mean, finally getting those detonator events. Rarely actually use the detonator in any meaningful way, so it's, you know, it's an exciting time for sure. Circle of Protection, I mean, sure, I guess. It's technically defense. You can't technically call it defense. Similarly, the Blood Clot is a little bit better than I expected, which I can appreciate. Come on, just run into the flame here. Who even needs to shoot where you can just let the fire do all the work? Ooh, you got real close there. Didn't care for that at all. Let's just get the box as well, why not? Poison's not terrible. Lovers, that's flies. I'll take you, and yeah, I regret my choices. I'm gonna keep moving on, I think. We're gonna get that planetarium. I've got my eyes set on it now, and also with only 16 coins, I'd rather not spend it on one item room, you know? Pretty good room. Very nice to get lots of chests and a floor with that. When we have Mom's key, so don't hate rooms like that at all. Flight would be nice. I was gonna say I have a hunch for my secret room, but that hunch just disappeared once we entered this one, unfortunately. A little bit of a shame, but not the end of the world. I'm leaving some coins behind because I haven't seen a sacrifice room at all yet, so I'm feeling lucky. Is it really not here? I have to try. Yeah, fair enough, I suppose, but it would have been cool. That's also pretty neat. Bunch of coins, bunch of damage, bunch of tier rate, pretty damn good. And a big old dead end. Not great, but fair enough. I'm taking some of these because I don't really want to walk that far back and forth. You know what? I'm never going to walk back and forth for this. I'm not feeling sacrifice rooms today, you know? Some days you don't want to go for a sacrifice room, and today I don't want to walk back and forth that much. Maybe up to here, though. Yes, I keep changing my mind on the exact same subject the entirety of this run, and it will continue until the very end. I unfortunately cannot assist in this particular predicament. That is just the way it is. Little sissy every now and then charming everyone, and everyone's just sort of killing each other off screen, which I can appreciate, I suppose. Circle of Protection, I'm fairly sure protected me there, so that's kind of nice. We got a 61 chance of, oh god. Oh, a sticky penny and an enemy, that's rude. 61% chance of planetarium, we got a decent amount of money. Maybe I should do something with it. I'm sure there was an instance where Remote Detonator did something with troll bombs, but I genuinely cannot remember what it was. There was some weird synergy there, and I genuinely don't remember what it was. I don't know where my secret room is either, but we got a decent amount of bombs to at least try. I can kind of appreciate that. Definitely not over there, because that's where we came from. I'm definitely going to forget to pick up some coins when we leave, but you know what? With deep pockets, I'm not too concerned, because we're probably going to have so much money that we're not going to be able to spend it all anyway. But again, for sacrifice rooms, it is kind of nice to have. large quantities of cash available. I am just not going to bother with any of the money in this room, because quite frankly, it will kill me. Except if it's that close, I suppose, but look at that. Another one of those. Little bit of Devil Deal Angel Room chance, looking pretty neat. If there is a donation machine in my shop, I wouldn't mind putting some money in there. Just for the sake of trying to get that Angel Room chance just a little bit higher. Should only cost 10 coins after all, which is neato. Overall, this run is going a little bit better than the one that died on Basement 1, I would say. You know, comparatively, I'd say there is a positive difference. Come on. Alright, if there's a sacrifice room next to here, that would just be lovely. That's not a sacrifice room. That's very much worse than a sacrifice room, I would call this. I mean, with the circle of protection, at least some of the tears are going away from me, but definitely not all of them. That chest would also be pretty nice if we could find ourselves a some flight. That's... I can get there. Not bad at all. Mom's toenail, pretty good trinket if you want to live dangerously. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Bunch more money. Let's just take this. Let's just take that. I don't recall if we had found our secret room yet. I think we did. Yeah, we definitely did. I wouldn't mind using it there if we can't use it in the Angel Room or Devil Deal. Try to get that rock bottom for the first time in 100 years. It would be kind of exciting to finally see it in action again. Golden Horseshoe. Probably still not as good as the Lucky Rock, although I'm getting to the point where money really isn't that big of a deal anymore, I suppose. Since we are quite consistently at a very high coin count, I really need to get me some flight on this floor, though. Theoretically, this floor will end, and then maybe we can get some flight. There's a lot of chests on this floor that I'd be able to get. That would just be really neato. No super secret? No. Husk, sure. I mean, our damage is pretty high right now, but a bomb's still just a great way of dealing with those issues. And we did not get what I wanted. Joker card, never mind.
Joker.
I will take that. Don't necessarily need the full key, but I'll take it just for fun. Body I'm just leaving there just in case I take damage, but not overly concerned. Although I have frequently taken damage against this boss. It is one of those weird ones where it just catches you off guard with those diagonal beams as the hitbox on it can be a little treacherous for sure. Yeah, I did say I didn't really need the full key, but at the same time, if we want to go for like Delirium, it can be kind of nice to have the full key available, because if we don't get a Delirium portal in the chest, we can at least try Mega Satan, and we might just die there, but at least we tried, you know? It's just an extra chance at the end of the day. I should have checked if there was a something or another, somewhere or another. Yeah, if there was a Hangman card anywhere. World, yeah. Because a Hangman card would still allow me to get at least some of the golden chests, and that would be really nice, but... yeah, fair enough. I think there's still a couple of coins left on this floor. I think I'm just going to move on, though. We're almost certainly not going to reach boss rush, that's fine. I really just want to get chests done. That's like one of the... yeah. One of those things that would just be nice. We could technically go for Mother. Nope. No. No, we couldn't. I was going to say Beast, and then I saw the Mother missing, and then I said... I was gonna say it's just a whole mess. You know, words are hard. Let's just move on. We don't have the knife pieces for Mother. I think we could maybe get away with it if we find like Dad's key or something. We're not 100% sure. Also, kind of forgot about the item room in general, if I'm being honest. I feel like we can probably start going for item rooms now, though. Let's just use the world card for fun. There is no sacrifice room because apparently they just don't exist this run. Well, I guess we might as well pick up this golden coin then. Kind of a shame. We've had a lot of instances where a sacrifice room would have been really nice, and they just are not showing up. I could actually do this. That's not too bad. Luck up Soul Heart, not bad. I might go for that, actually. Why not? Don't love these enemies at all. They can be rather nasty in the teleports. I also kind of forgot to get the remote detonator back, I just realized. But again, it's not really my biggest concern. It's like a decent active item at the end of the day, but it's certainly not required to win a run, you know? It would probably make my bombs better, I'm not gonna lie. It would be a nice little boon. Plus, Dr. Fetus was also in my shop on the previous floor, and I guess had I remembered that combination of things, I could have actually had Dr. Fetus with remote detonator, and then I wouldn't really be able to get rid of my active item anymore. And if we were to do delirium, I'd be miserable, but it is still not bad. It isn't terrible. Can I just walk in here? Walk into the puddle. Very nice. What do we got? That's pretty neat. That's pretty cool. I guess. Sure. If we get like a wooden nickel, that's actually really strong, so sure, why not? Hangman, I wanted that on the previous floor. Well. Also a little tempted to open that spiky chest. I think there is a coin that I can grab somewhere on this floor, but no, there's one over there. But I think I should open every single chest in the game because they can just be so good because of Mom's key. That kind of makes it worthwhile to just go for all of them. Parasite, making sure we're shooting plenty of tears in all directions. Sometimes they're even hitting things. Very exciting. What is that? I actually don't know what this is. Turns into the Keeper for 30 seconds. Oh, that's pretty good. I think this card is actually better than I am, because I remember using it once in a run that was recorded and everything, and they were dropping coins, but they weren't disappearing, and I wonder if that's just the case all the time if you use the Hangman card like that. So, why not give that a shot? I don't know. Also, I guess I get triple shot. I'm kind of curious what this is going to do. Oh yeah. Really made my tier rate terrible. Very cool. Didn't really make anything better. And yeah, the enemy did drop a coin, which it left behind. And then it dropped a different coin, which I think is just my sort of regular one. Oh god. Yeah, this is a big mess. I really wanted that golden coin, but fair enough. Our revenge fly is taking care of business. I don't think I care for this. I'm gonna wait for this to run out because my tier rate's terrible. It really just halved my tier rate and gave me nothing positive. Oh, almost nothing at least, and that's good enough for me to disrespect it. I mean, Conjoined is fun, but Rune Bag is just so many runes. Plus it's the Ice Baby, which is just always a good time, because he's always bouncing around, but that's, I mean, he doesn't really do that much at the end of the day, does he? Pin time! Again, Remote Detonator would actually be pretty good here, but Holy Water, also fairly effective as it turns out. No concerns. Plus it's Pin. What's Pin gonna... Pin's not gonna kill me! Yep, there he goes. I was wondering how many seconds it would take before that comment would bite me in the butt, and it was approximately 5, if I had to count. And I think I did have to. In a way. I don't know where my super secret room is. It could really be all over the place. With the shop being where it is, it's very likely to be in between the shop and the boss room right there. But might as well try like 1 or 2 things while we're here anyway. We've got 32 bombs left. Pogo bombs can get to pretty silly numbers after a while, especially if you combine it with Mom's key and just get 1,000,000 consumables all the time from every chest in the game. So things are looking pretty good. On the bomb front, at least. Definitely should have bombed those walls over there, though, because it's pretty far away. Like, all of this stuff is pretty far away from stuff. And with how secret room generation works, it is... I believe super secret room is like a certain distance away from the starting room, and I don't think it necessarily has to be near the shop. It just frequently shares similar logic to how the shop is spawned on a map, and therefore they tend to be kind of close to each other, but you can still have one on one side of the map and one on the other, I'm fairly sure. Because of the fact that the super secret room just needs to be as far or further away from the shop, I think, from from like the starting room of a floor, but then not quite as far as the boss room is away or something like that. It's like a whole thing in it. Let's get that hangman card. I could go into my curse room, but that could just be death, which I am also not really looking forward to, so perhaps not. There's a health up in there. I'm gonna try some random pills. Look up.
Luck.
You only have 7 luck, so that works out. Tears up, very nice. I mean, at this point, I don't really need to try pills anymore because we found most of the good ones. But that tears up is lovely. That is very nice, actually. Oh god, you started running. Another tears up. I'm happy I tried a random chest, and indeed, these secret rooms right here. Our odds of getting a angel room are pretty high. I'm still just gonna put a couple of coins in the machine, though. 110 coins, we are doing pretty well on money. Plus, it never hurts to have some extra coins in here anyway. For characters that are so inclined to use that money, like most of the characters I still have to play, so it'll probably work out just fine. Horse, war. Not loving war that much, but with the flames here, it might not be too bad. Plus he's blowing up some rocks, which are spawning some coins as well. That's not great. Our tier rate's actually pretty high right now. Because apparently tier rate with the keeper is just like a whole mess. Like first your tier rate doesn't go up that much with the first item you take, and then it starts to go higher with compared to other characters with more tiers up. It's too complicated for my little brain to comprehend. It's a build right there. Oh, right, I can only pick one. Whoops, I'm not too bothered. I think Spirit Sword's too scary, especially if we want to do a Delirium attempt. Unless we would get something like, something cool. Something like C-section. I think that's really the only realistic way that I could think of to make that work out. I got Soul of Jacob and Esau instead of Hangman as sort of a this is how I'm used to doing things kind of way. I don't think it might have been the best call. I'm pretty sure if you leave the room after using it, then the summon disappears. You basically just summon an Esau with a build. And for the most part, I kind of wanted to use that on like sacrifice rooms and things, and for that it's actually pretty nice. But I am a character that really doesn't have as much difficulty with sacrifice rooms than others, so I might actually just end up using it here. Yeah, I might actually just use it here.
Jacob and Esau.
He doesn't have a lot of health, but he can. He gets a shield, apparently, because he happened to have run into a build that gave him a shield at the start, so that's nice. That time he didn't get a shield. I'm gonna see if I can get some hearts for him. Or that. That works too. I could maybe theoretically get some health from this. More likely to get coins though, yeah. So let's just do that. And once again. I got plenty of bombs. I can just hang out here for a minute. It probably is better to just blow up the demon beggar for the angel room chance, but I definitely don't need to right now. Also, I guess I should do this for at least a moment. Might be able to get some extra bombs that way, and that could end up being useful. Flies, very cool. Coin, very nice. And it is exactly what I needed, which is a little bit of speed up, which I appreciate. It is also a syringe item, so we can get closer to Spun. I think I got my other syringe in that run that died in Basement 1. So, not as important as I thought. But we did get Skatol, so flies shouldn't be as big of a deal anymore. That's at least something. There's a bunch of coins in this room. That's 50% off, which is always nice on this character. That's the planetarium that was bound to happen one of these days. I'm gonna see if there's a glowing hourglass in my shop or item room before going in there. Perthrow. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Because I think I wouldn't mind getting like a good planetarium item, you know? And if there's just a terrible one on this floor, theoretically I could get like a trinket to get one on a later floor, but it seems fairly unlikely, all things considered. Yeah, going for that was unlikely, I suppose, but that's 2 good pills. That wasn't too bad. But we'd need to... I'd love a sacrifice room on this floor. That would just be really neat. That's a sticky penny, that's why I didn't run to it. But also the dangers and such. Whoops. Soul of Cain, that could be pretty cool. A lot of coins on this floor. Golden coin. Yeah, we're good coin-wise to deal with the sacrifice room for sure. I might as well enter the item room at this point as well. Didn't really get any of that money, but I was a little bit concerned about that creep on the floor. I think that's just bad. I'm fairly sure that's not great, but I'll take this. I could have re-rolled it. I should have. Ah, well. We'll see. I might end up re-rolling the planetarium anyway, so it's not too terrible. It's only an item room anyway, who cares? It's not the end of the world. Do I want keys? I got 14 keys, but I got way more bombs. So I probably do want to make as many of those trades as I can. That is a full card if we're going to go to the beast for no reason. For seemingly no reason at all. There's so many coins on this floor. Cool. Golden bomb. Might as well blow up every single rock in the game because of that lucky rock. And also, blowing these up doesn't seem like too bad either. Alges, that's obviously incredible. Now, if we could find a trap door, that would also be pretty neat. A super secret room, I would also appreciate, but not necessary. I didn't wait for that bomb to explode because the boss room's next to it, so it's definitely not there. It did the smoke effect, but then nothing opened. I have seen that before. I'm still not sure what it means. Because the last time I saw it was probably about 100 runs ago. It is quite a while ago, but I have seen it exactly once before. There we go. Ooh, card against humanity as well. Battery. We will take you. Black Tooth, I don't care about too much. I like that. I like that. This is not too terrible. Speed up's fine. Let's just once again try this because it hasn't filled me so far. Quite frankly, I've put a lot of money in that machine, so it's just going to be useful for later runs. I'm tempted by the kidney stone because it does occasionally work out, but it does startle me. It's a scary item. It has a scary history. I haven't blown up a beggar yet, and that is the combination that I like. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know. Kidney stone kind of worries me when you're a character that dies easily. It's just a little bit too worrying for me. Now, in terms of like ultra secret rooms, I don't even love the options that we have, but
Soul of Cain.
I just used that without even thinking. I saw that there was no door icon here, so we might... I don't know where we are. I still used it though, just without even thinking. I think there's another Soul of Cain somewhere on this floor though. This should be pretty quick. Don't know if there's a poop trinket anywhere here, but not too concerned. Also, there was no glowing hourglass for as far as I could tell on this floor. Maybe if we re-rolled, but we didn't. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this into the planetarium and see if we can make something lovely. That would be neat. I don't hate Venus. It's actually pretty neat. I don't want to re-roll it. It is genuinely like a pretty decent safety net for a lot of situations, so I genuinely don't hate it. Right, so... where are we going? I can't use it here, probably go to the thin room or something. Let's just try this. I don't care for that. Yeah, fair enough. Doesn't matter too much. I have a lot of money to collect on this floor. 2 of clubs. Sure. Turn that into 92 bombs. Why not? Where'd I put per throw? Oh, there, right. Yeah, I think that's about all we can do here. We can grab per throw over there. We can grab a decent chunk of money. I don't really need to grab money from this point on anymore, admittedly. But if we find money equals power, then I will be happy with having picked it up. So I'm just going to grab as much of it as possible for the potential of money equals power. There might be a trapdoor somewhere on this floor. I've definitely not bombed every rock, but truth be told, unless it's on the way now, I'm probably not going to bother with it. There we are, full card. Can I do this? No, that does nothing. That does absolutely nothing, actually. Alright. What do we got here? Right, the kidney stone. Do I want to reroll the kidney stone? I'm going to put coins in here, actually. They're probably not going to see any more donation machines from this point on, so might as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think... rerolling the kidney stone isn't a terrible idea, but... I don't think I'm going to do it. Now, not taking this seems like a mistake. Because that is very defensive. But I'm going to make that mistake anyway. That went interesting. But it went good enough. I should not have... Alright, never mind. I was going to say, I should not have destroyed that second angel statue, because then I could have rerolled the key as well, but I'm just going to take that. Not worry about my decision making too much, because that is a sacred heart right there. We are too late for Hush, so we are definitely not going to reach the delirium through that, but that's fine. We picked up the Polaroid, so in terms of good decision making, we have gotten that one out of the way, which is good. We once again don't have a map, which I'm a little bit annoyed by, but we might be able to get a Degas rune using our rune bag. So that would at least be something. I'm just gonna do this, why not? Who knows what kind of treasures we can acquire here, plus our damage is ludicrous. Still very easy to lose this run, not gonna lie, but I think doing anything for chests is probably a good idea. There we go. Now finding our secret room is going to be a little bit more tricky, but simultaneously we have 99 bombs. So I'm not overly concerned about finding it. I would like to look for it, because secret rooms can just be very nice. I should leave a couple coins behind in case we find that sacrifice room. It's bound to show up one of these days, maybe. I've yet to see one this run, but theoretically they do exist. I guess probably not technically in every run, but it would just be nice, you know. There we go. Well, 25 coins. It's not terrible. Wouldn't call it amazing by any means, but it's not terrible. Now, one thing this build is lacking is reasonable defense. Also, should have just used per throw on the 25 coins there, because I really don't need the coins as much. Magician is pretty good with my tarot cloth, as that does indeed activate the Book of Belial effect, as the mod says. So that's pretty decent extra damage right there. But no concerns. I like per throw. It might turn into something amazing. Plus, if we still have it on the chest, it is pretty incredible anyway, so... Either way, I'm not really too bothered. If we can survive it to the chest, that is, of course. We can still very easily just lose the run randomly. We have found the secret room, the super secret room. We have not found the sacrifice room, because it might not be there, but... Still, it could theoretically exist. I might not, actually. Did we explore everything already? That was seemingly a very small room. Unless there's a room over here. There is room over here. There's a room there. Please be Degas. I'm tired of this. No, I mean, that's still fun. But it's not the type of fun that I was asking for. I wanted sacrifice room fun. Instead, we get a actually really surprisingly big floor with how quickly we found the boss room. Also, I should use my active item more. I'm really not using it, and it is effectively free bombs. I didn't even, like, talk about it upon grabbing it, I'm fairly sure. I just sort of picked it up and moved on. Because it was there. Pill-wise, the only good things we can get is Tears Up and Luck Up. Speed Up I genuinely don't care about that much anymore from this point on. Balls of Steel does nothing. Health Up is nothing. Speed Up... My speed's pretty much maxed anyway, so like most things don't matter. So there's really no reason to experiment on pills anymore. Not a good reason anyway. I mean, there's a fun reason, I suppose, but... Oh, what is this nonsense right here? This is a room called I'm Not Going To. It's one of those rooms where you just don't want to deal with Soul of Lazarus. I mean, it's an extra life, but I think it also turns you into a Tainted Lazarus or something like that, so... It's not exactly the kind of extra life that I want. Although, well, I think Tainted Lazarus still has to do the lamb and not... whatever we're doing now, the chest. I'm very tempted by this, because this heals me when I use a key, right? Yeah. It's not going to do that much for me is the problem, because we are just healing all the time anyway. I could get those 10 coins very easily, but... I don't want to... I'm just going to go. Matriarch, that's not good. That's one of those bosses that can kill you very quickly, but... Again, our damage is, I guess we deal some damage. I guess our damage is okay. That's pretty good. I did say I didn't need speed ups anymore, and then I called a speed up pretty good, so... Who am I to say if I ever speak the truth? It's very hard to really trust me if I make these kinds of statements. Hey, we got a map. I wonder if this map also has some kind of sacrifice room in it. I'm sort of amazed that we found 0 so far, because that's unlikely, I feel. Maybe I just don't always pay attention to how many we're getting, but 0 seems very low. It's about as low as it gets, realistically speaking, I suppose. Ansus? Ansas? What did I say, Ansus? Genuinely not sure. Also, there's no sacrifice room on this floor. They just don't exist. I don't get it. I could go into the secret room to at least blow up a shopkeeper. I don't think I want to bother with that. It's spooky. Tempted to re-roll it. I'm actually just going to do the whole floor in case we get another Perthrum. Because with that rune bag, there is a chance. So I feel like I should at least try. It is a little spooky. Remember when I said I should use my active item more and then just blatantly disregarded that instantly? Is that a charmed barrel? Yeah, alright. Why not? Why wouldn't it be a charmed barrel? A barrel should be charmed by me. I'm very interesting. It's just a little surprising is all. Hands. There we go. Let's just heal up. I used my barrel and then it instantly exploded, so maybe I shouldn't use my active item so much. I mean, I guess it does explode when you're on it or something like that, but it's a little spooky when it happens like that. There's so many bombs in this run. I really don't need that. I am genuinely at the point where speed ups just are not really anything anymore, unless I get like a very strong speed down or like Libra or something. That's not terrible. Can I get another? Like another Scatole? Does that work? I've never actually tried, I don't think. I sort of didn't even consider the fact that you'd get another one of these once you dealt with it, you know? But that would be... I don't know if that would be Lord of the Flies, but it would get me pretty close. Some extra flight definitely wouldn't hurt. I'm also just playing with the top right one in case we get that dollar bill, which I suddenly remembered again we still need to do at some point. One of those faint memories that is always in the back of my mind but never really activates properly most of the days. Because let's be honest, it is not an interesting thing to go for. You have like a 5% chance of this thing exploding and then a chance of getting a dollar bill. And yeah, it's certainly not guaranteed. You're gonna die, aren't you? No. That's a teleport. Is that a stopwatch? It is. Cool. Very nice. I know. Oh, that's tier rate. I'll take that too. I'm willing to put substantial amounts of money into this to get that, actually. Yeah, look at that increase. God. Yeah. Like I said, it is a little bit weird with this character. Unfortunately, the beggar mysteriously exploded before I could figure out whether or not it would be good. It would give you another Scatola. It's a mystery for sure, but it's unexplainable. Oh. Wow, I definitely meant to do that, yeah. I was definitely intending to get both of those cards using that method. That's actually incredible. That's maybe the best thing I've ever done with a bomb. It doesn't really add anything, but my god. I never even considered that to be a possibility. Nice, the little brimstone friend is destroying the poops as well. That's interesting. This would be more impressive with a poop trinket, but I'm kind of hoping for like luck ups. Not sure what item I would want luck ups for, but anything that does require luck, I wouldn't mind having a little bit more luck for, because we do have a decent chunk. Yeah, I destroyed all the poops already, just as we got the poop trinket, so, or at least just until I saw it. I'm not sure it was there earlier, but we're never gonna know. We are never going to know. We're going to move on. I'm gonna do one more room. I mean, the rune bag should pay out any day now, right? Yeah. Soul of the Forgotten. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. It's great for blood donation machines, sacrifice rooms, all that good stuff, all the kind of things that we already are very capable of using and are not finding anywhere. Right. Let's just do this fight. Yep, that was a good fight. Strong fight. Really worked hard for that one. I mean, we're probably not going to get any more angel rooms anyway. Do I want to re-roll both of these? A little bit.
Pair throw.
Yeah, I regret it, but maybe we'll get conjoined. Maybe it'll work out. Don't worry about it. A little bit of a shame about that item in the secret room, I suppose, because that may have been a better reroll, but what are you going to do? Like, if we found rock bottom by re-rolling that thing and then got soy milk in the chest, we would have had a build that's basically just an insta-kill on everything in the game. However, I didn't think we would get rock bottom. It's a fairly rare item at the end of the day, so it seemed fairly unlikely that was going to happen. But it still would have been nice, you know? I'd also love some more regular mapping, I suppose, than what we currently have, but what can you do? That's a scary room. Got chests. I should drop some more money on the floor, I suppose. This is also not a great room. Way too many enemies. That stopwatch is making life a little bit easier at least. But it's a scary type of easy, and I don't care for it. That was... something happened there. Also a library. Yeah. That's just really nice. That's not too much, but... It's finally the protection that I've been wanting for a long time now. Oh god. This is a scary room. Where is it? There he is. But yeah, that pretty much guarantees that if we make it to the boss room, we win, because we can just pop this book and we'll be good. Soul of the Lost. Oh, that's... that doesn't do anything for me, really. I mistook it for what it is. It does have uses. You can, on regular characters... Also, this is just fun. On regular characters, this is pretty good because you can take a devil deal without losing health. You can enter the mausoleum doors without spending health on it. Like, there's a lot of good stuff about it. Specifically as this character, in my current run, it doesn't matter too much. I'm also fairly confident that we'll win this fight. No delirium portal, fair enough. It definitely is not a terrible item. I think you have Holy Mantle as well, right? That sounds right. I saw that. My god. It's real. It exists. There truly is one in the game. I should do this. Because I'm not going to use this for anything else. This is genuinely the only reason why I even took this. Yeah, seems about right. I actually got an angel room because of the increased chance there. Hollow Ground is fun, but it doesn't really help me that much. I'm gonna go for this, I think, and see if we can get some really good tier rate going on. Let's see if we can get one angel room item. I mean, it is an angel room item. I can't deny that. What I will deny is the usefulness of said angel room item. I'm gonna explore the rest of the floor some more, just because, in case we get like a good rune. That'd be neat. I think Holy Holy Water actually killed that enemy in like one hit. That's actually pretty strong. Why didn't I use my book there in State of Panic? It's a solid question. I will get back to you on that, because quite frankly, I can't quite believe it myself, because that was a very dangerous situation. Yeah, sure. That time I used the book. And we got a Degas rune. Which I think I'm okay with, actually. I can go with that to the next floor for sure, because if we get a Curse of the Blind, Degas is exactly what I want, so I will actually take that. Wouldn't mind finding my secret room, actually, since I feel like there's only so many places it can be. And I have 97 bombs, so I should probably at least try. That's not too scary. It's a little scary. Okay, Parasite does make life a little bit scarier when combining it with bombs, I suppose. Where is my secret room? I guess down here somewhere. No, that's a... Could have been another syringe, that would have been nice. We're making some friends at least, that's good. It's good to make friends. Yeah, wow, okay. The secret room's in a dumb place. That's a given. It's going to be next to 2 rooms, which is my favorite. It is my favorite place for a secret room, for sure. Just making, like, triple sure that it's not already on the map, which is often the case. It might be next to 1 room. Technically. That is possible. It's very rare. But it does happen sometimes. It might also just be here. No, wow, okay. Exciting. I am going to use all my bombs until I find it. There is the theoretical chance it's next to the curse room. Oh, there's also a chance that there's just another room here that I somehow just disregarded entirely. You know, there's many options in life, and that's one of them. Sometimes we gotta take those options. Yeah. Alright, well, that'll do. That was a good way to find it. Very proud of my achievements. We somehow got a red poop there, which is exciting because they die shortly after spawning. So all in all, not too exciting. We have a Degas rune, so if there's a curse, we can get rid of it. There is no curse. That is usually how it goes. Didn't mean to pick that up. I'll take that. Yeah, let's see if we can get a Degas to reroll those remaining 2 items. As good as they are. God, there's so many bombs. Or so many tears, rather. Shoot the whoop. I mean, it's fun. But it doesn't really do much for my current situation, I'm afraid. Blah. There we go. That was proper use of that item. Let's just kill you last. Kinda hoping for that dead cat there. Soul of Lilith. Yes, please.
Soul of
Ooh, oh, that one. I kind of forgot that one even existed. Ooh, and we got the double charm off against Monstro 2 with Venus there, and therefore it was pretty good. I won. Actually, I guess I can just do this. I can just use my book. It seems like a waste, but it's not like I use it anywhere else outside of in a panic. So I'm not too bothered. That's extra tier rate, I'm fairly sure. Yeah. Every single time, every single character gets a little bit more tier rate from that. We took damage there, which means we actually ended up with a fully charged book because of the habit, so that's good. Oh, that's a spooky room. But we're good. I'd like to find my secret room once again, but if not, I wouldn't mind just destroying this boss real quick and then moving on. Oh, and I do mean quick. Very nice. Once again, a panic use of the book, but it worked out. We unlocked an achievement called Keeper's Bargain. And the reason I know that is because I hadn't unlocked it yet before. I don't know what I want to get from this beggar. I'm giving him money. We're getting some flies and things. Spiders. I think you get like a rotten heart or something like that, like a yum heart type of deal. I don't really care about that too much, I'm starting to realize, as I was continuously giving more money to that little friend there. Nah, well. Still wouldn't mind a Delirium Portal, so we're definitely going to do Mega Saving here in a minute. Definitely also will explore the entire floor first, though, because it seems worthwhile. Glitter bombs with golden bombs is always an exciting time while looking for the secret room as well. Soul of the Keeper. That's actually pretty solid for a boss fight, not gonna lie. Degas, right? I did have that. I'm just gonna use that because Soul of the Keeper is definitely, like, even if you only spawn one coin, that's still good. It is an extra hit at the end of the day. So I definitely don't mind that. Belly button. Guess that could have meant that I could carry both, right? Oh well. Ooh, Soul of the Keeper plus Charged Penny. That's actually an interesting combination. Cool. Also, I should probably just use the book on these big rooms as well, I guess, but I kind of forgot about it. Plus in rooms like this, it's all fairly irrelevant, isn't it? As long as you can keep track of where the enemies are, which is a little tricky with the amount of tiers that are flying out of me right now. It's not too bad. What was that? Oh, Lord of the Flies, right. Cool, we actually have flight finally. We can finally fly. Boss just died instantly. Also, all of his friends might have become my friends there because of my trinket. That's really good with the amount of luck that we have. I really hope we get a Delirium Portal because this is a solid build. It's a shame it's not guaranteed because, my god, this is actually such a good build for Delirium purposes. Like, we got the Book of Shadows. Apparently there was a fly there. Genuinely didn't notice it until then. These fires are just going to get rid of everything. Every single tier that gets shot at us is just gone because of the amount of fires that we're shooting at everything right now. Where is a secret room, though? I should use this. I think... Can I not carry both with the belly button? I always forget. I guess not, because I dropped the other one. I mean, I have a friend that tells me where the secret room is, and somehow I'm still struggling to find it. You're slow, you're not walking... Yeah, you're going somewhere, but God knows where. Again, you're going to a corner. I need you to... Where is my secret room? Here, maybe. Did I try this? I should also just bomb everything because of my glitter bombs, I suppose, but... Yeah, there it is. Sure. I think we can get the dollar bill. I'm feeling confident. Also, Bethany Flames with Book of Shadows is always a good time, but I feel like we're probably not going to need it with the amount of fires that we're going to be shooting here. My damage occasionally goes up, and that's because of that one poop over there. I was worried about troll bombs. Every time I didn't see anything drop, I just walked away because, quite frankly, it was terrifying. Ooh, spawns 4 to 14 golden chests with this. Alright, let's just put this in like this room. Yeah, one of them is a mega chest as well. It was worthwhile to do that. It was very worthwhile. Tech 2 I'm not too excited about. Conjoined. Barely a damage down. Game-breaking bug. Eternal D6. Is there an active item on this floor anywhere? I'm not sure. I don't need that. It's fun, but not necessary for sure. 5, 6. There we go. I mean, that doesn't really do much for me. Yeah, I wanna... Oh, that works. Yeah. Let's just take that. That's Virgo. This can be really good. Because of that shield you sometimes get. So I'm actually just gonna take that just in case. Wafer. I mean, Wafer would have been great on any other situation. Just a shame today's not one of those days. I don't think there's batteries anywhere that I can realistically get. Oh, there is. Because I have the habit. And there is still some coins on the floor, so I can do this. And that's not always going to pay out, but it did put one charge into the thing. So if I now very carefully go all the way back again and not accidentally die, that's the goal right now. There we go. Just need to do that one more time and then we can re-roll everything again. Because Candy Heart's nothing because there's no red hearts. Don't really care about Magnet or Slowdown. Pisces is okay, but not super amazing. Anima Sola isn't bad at all, actually. But I'd rather have Book of Shadows. I think that's just going to be more useful. There we go. We got a coin. That's nice. Oh, we actually got the shield as well from Virgo, so we're just going to play this for a little bit longer. Just to have a couple more coins in this room, because I think that's potentially useful. I don't really care too much about Loki's horns or any of this, really. So once again, we're just going to very carefully, very gingerly get a shield again. Very nice. Okay, maybe Virgo's really good. Who's to say? Maybe it's actually a pretty reliable way to get things. There we go. Got another shield. Is this luck based or am I just really lucky right now? Because my luck's really high. There we go. IV bag. That is not the kind of reroll I would like, but we could technically reroll with bombs still if we really needed to. Oop. We are running out of items. This is actually defense, not like super terrible. I don't hate it, but I don't want to bother with it. Eyesore is kind of fun. I'm not sure why I took this and not Loki's horns at the end of the day, but I have my reasons, I'm sure. I didn't blow up. Might be because of... Oh, right, Charge Penny. Cool. I didn't blow up maybe because of Conehead, I guess. That's pretty good. Anti-gravity I'm a little tempted by, but I think I'm just gonna go like this. Yeah. Let's just go. I could real quickly just pick up the remaining coins and maybe get the Charge Penny to just give me charges. No. That's okay. I'm just gonna move on. I think this is fine. I mean, anti-gravity is probably really strong. I just don't care for it. And there's a good chance it just ends the run, but I would love it if this gave me a Delirium Portal. Oh god, those enemies are just going all over the place right now. Because we are dealing so much damage, my goodness. That wave wasn't even a problem. God, I really hope we get Delirium Portal, otherwise this is such a shame. If not, we still got the chest done, I guess, but look at this nonsense right here. It's so good. Just gonna use the Book of Shadows immediately and... Come on, 50-50! Coin flip! Hey! We have a chance! Alright. Now this doesn't mean I'm not concerned. We got the Keeper's Bargain, which is, I guess, a trinket. I actually don't know what that is, but it's probably something. We're just gonna use this. We have flight. I forgot about that. And we're gonna take this very carefully. Last time I did this as the keeper, I got really impatient. I had C-section. Didn't really have defense going on, which I definitely do now. Ooh. And then I died. So I'd rather not die again. There is only so many chances you get against Delirium with a character like this. And I'd like to take every chance that we can realistically get. That's answers. I think Solo the Keeper puts me in high spirits, really. All of these bosses, except maybe the top one, can be Delirium. Of course. So I'm gonna go to the super secret room, I think. I'll just go there then. Yeah, that's a rough layout. There's just not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Actually, this one I don't think can be Delirium because of the rooms next to it. I just genuinely didn't see this one because it's covered by my microphone. Like that little bit right there specifically is just barely covered by my microphone. So let's just do this one first. It's Gish. Died instantly. Very nice. Sure, I guess. And I'm just gonna go here. Could go to the secret room. That might actually be a better idea. I'm actually gonna go to the secret room. I'm gonna try to make good decisions for once. Because I really don't want to do this again as this character. Also, we could technically get an Algiz rune from our rune bag, and that would also just be really useful. So it's probably a good idea to at least explore. We have Virgo now, so we could technically like experiment with pills, but there's, as I said, there's really no reason. There is very little positive that I could get that I haven't already found, so there's not much of a reason to try and go for it. That's an Ace of Hearts. Using that in a big room pretty much guarantees a lot of flies, so that's nice. I could technically get an item in here, maybe, if I'm lucky. We could get like an upside down fool card. That would put a whole bunch of item pedestals in there, and that would be incredible. But we'd have to basically... We'd have to get that. We'd have to get like a justice card or something like that as we got earlier that spawned like 15 chests or something like that. Because that can all golden chests could just have an item probably. I don't know if there's a point where golden chests stop giving you items because you have everything, but... Yeah, genuinely not sure. We could try giving... hearts to that, I guess. Especially with the book that we got going on right now. That's a lot of flames. Because there is a lot of coins on the floor, we could just use the book. Actually, yeah. The odds are not in my favor, but you could get Angel Room items from this. Could just also just get a bunch of nothing, of course. Plus the odds of getting Angel Room items are just... fairly small, to say the least. It's like 3.3% or something like that, but... You know, when it does happen, it is nice. Cool Spinny Ghost. I'm gonna fight a boss. Let's just see if it works out. It is the Forsaken. Health up. Also a trinket, I guess. That's probably more interesting. Error. Maybe not that one, though. That one's spooky. No spookiness allowed during this run. It's only good times. This is a good time run only, and I do not wish to be scared of anything. Getting a lot of friends because of Scatole. Stars worries me a bit, because I think it can crash the game, so I'm just going to leave that alone. That's Delirium. Let's just use the Book of Shadows and hug him, because look at that. That's what Delirium is supposed to look like. It's meant to just be, here you go, here's the end of the game. Amazing. Absolutely ridiculous build. Okay, so now we're looking for an Archie. As per usual, there is a reroll machine in the secret room. So if we can get an item in there, that would be neat. It's going to be a little tricky to do that, perhaps, but it's theoretically not impossible. We just need very specific drops. Also, there's still some bosses available. They can all technically drop the R key as well. I will look for it because this build is incredible, and if we could get Mother out of the way with this character, then we'd be done. Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that's a pretty good incentive. So, let's just at least try. It's a little bit of fun to just play with this build for a little bit, I suppose. Mr. Fred. Oh, I'd be ashamed to die to that, so... That's the meat cleaver. Fun, but not what I'm looking for. Is that a golden... Yeah, look at that. It's a golden one. That's cute. That's neat. That's a rare one right there. You don't see that every run. The build as well. It's fairly rare, I suppose, but a golden little poop right there. That's the hot shot of the season, if I have to describe it. I'm also just trying to keep an eye on this little fairy right here. What is happening with my movement? Is there like a... Something is magnetizing me to an enemy. It might be a champion or something, and that is not what I want. That is a worrying situation. Also a bunch of rainbow poops right there. Look at that. We're getting the whole collection because of this trinket. Pretty cool. I don't think I've ever actually seen all of them. That is kind of neat to actually see that. Oh god, it's so hard to move away from my friends. And I don't mean that in a we're such close friends kind of way. I mean that in the something is magnetizing me all over the place, and it's very tricky to explain what's actually happening. There was a Tainted rock there. Little fairy saw him too. Degas. Yeah, it's starting to look unlikely that we're gonna get that R key. Because I, quite frankly, don't know all the ways we could generate an item into the secret room, but I'm gonna say we don't currently have any at our disposal. Unless we get stuff out of the machines here, I guess. I should actually be playing these. What could I get out of this? Nothing, really. I could get a dollar bill, but I was thinking of the ones I could give hearts to. Can I make that work in any meaningful way? Like, you could get an angel room item. Is there an angel room item that you could plop down? Soul of Eden. You could technically do. And I would be able to charge that with the combination of my habit and the amount of coins currently on the floor. So if we can get the Soul of Eden out of the confessional, then theoretically we could put an item into the secret room and then re-roll that for good times. We could get a black market from a crawl space, I think. Actually, genuinely don't know what the logic is on that. On these floors, there's another Tainted rock right there. So yeah, we're trying to pull out all the stops, but at the same time I'm not running to a confessional, so I'm really not pulling out as many stops as I realistically could. So let's just do this for a second. I feel very blessed about the whole situation, so that's good. And our shield ran out. We didn't get anything, but there's still a couple runes remaining. There is still plenty of coins abound. And we charged it by picking up money, so that also works. But I should be charging it with the habit for sure, as that is very doable. Plus we have Virgo. We could use Virgo shields as well. We have Conehead, which could occasionally give us a free one, which is good. This is, I'm going about as far as I realistically can, which is rare. I rarely really pull out the stops quite so harshly, but it is a pulling out the stops kind of moment, as it turns out. I'm tempted to put a bomb here and see if I can kill some of these champions, because whatever is magnetizing me to that champion right there is ruining my day. It is really making it awkward to move around. I got a shield again, that's cool. This is how long it takes to get an item from a confessional. It can take, well, forever, really. Because it's luck-based. And I don't mean the stat luck, I mean you just have a really low chance that it happens, but it can theoretically happen. Those are good enough odds for me, as it turns out, in these troublesome times. There's also nothing here that can actually hurt me. So that's kind of nice. I was kind of worried about taking damage in that room, which is why I hadn't really bothered. Getting a lot of soul hearts, which is cool. Don't heal me, unfortunately, but you know, we're getting them. Also, if I die now, that's fine. We still get the unlock, so I'm not particularly concerned either way. But, oh, go on ahead. Got a shield again. This is the worst way to genuinely do anything, but theoretically, if it works out, that'll be amazing though. We're going for theoretical strats, and them's my favorite type. If I walk into that chest, I die. What was over here again? Nothing. I'm looking at the map wrong. I thought the item was over there, but it's in the very bottom, the one I'm looking at. I'm gonna open this actually. Yeah, there you go. We're gonna be here for as long as it takes, because I have no other way that I can think of to generate an item unless there is like a blood donation machine on this floor. Although I wouldn't be able to put that down. Yeah, I really need a Soul of Eden from this silly machine. And quite frankly, the odds of that are not in my favor. Or butter. If I could get the butter trinket, that would also work, but then I'd need to get a trinket somehow. Which, I mean, technically is possible from here. Or from here. Didn't take damage, thank you for the items. There is a rune there as well. What is that? Hagalot. Yeah, sure. Got him. Rocks destroyed. Anyway, if anything, this at least is an indication of how long it takes to get anything out of a confessional and why I usually don't bother, because quite frankly, we've been at this for a minute. It doesn't really matter which confessional I use, so I'm just gonna go to this one right here. Because it's the same kind of thing, isn't it? It just needs to explode and give me an item. But mostly it's just been blessing me and occasionally giving me soul hearts that I cannot use. There we go. This is by far the most exciting thing I've probably ever done in this game. You know what we're gonna do?
Soul of the Keeper.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna try and make this as quick as feasible, which is by just filling this entire room with coins. Also, you can see now how this item is pretty good defensively as this character, as the entire room is now filled with coins. And it is 1 to some amount of coins at the end of the day, but it's still... Oh my god, it's redemption. Great. Wrong one. Alright, on to the other confessional. Oh my god, this is actually genuinely the worst. At least we're not going to get redemption again. Oh, right, because I took the devil deal, right? Oh god. Because I took the devil deal, the machine gives redemption. But I think if we do that with a second confessional, because we already have it, it probably won't give me redemption again, right? Oh god. I mean, any run that makes it to Delirium is a good time, but the downside of not expecting to get to Delirium because of the lack of portal, the very obvious possibility of just sudden death, it does mean you don't take all the necessary steps to make something like this work. And truth be told, I probably shouldn't be going for this because, quite frankly, I'm getting very disinterested. But if it works out, then that's probably the biggest IQ play that I would have ever done in my life. And quite frankly, that's got to count for something. The downside is, well, obvious, isn't it? It's the percentage of this actually giving you an item is just terrible. That's Godhead. I mean, in most instances, that would be incredible. Because look at this nonsense. It's a very powerful build, but it's just not quite what I'm looking for right now. But yeah, it is Book of Shadows with just a whole bunch of hearts in the room. It is a pretty good way to get things and things, but unfortunately not the things and things that I would have liked. And that's a shame. At least we got to use the build for a little bit. We didn't get butter for as far as I can tell. So fair enough. What can you do? I actually don't remember where I fought Delirium, but I assume it's over there somewhere. I should open the chest at least. There is technically still that butter chance. You know what? We're going for it. We're going for the butter play. Also, I want to verify one thing real quick, because otherwise it's going to haunt me every single time. The Keeper skin for destroying Delirium there. But I want to be sure whether or not this crashes the game. It does not. Okay. In that case, we're taking random teleportation items. I don't think teleportation can take you to an Ayamera room on this floor, but I'm not 100% sure actually. I know you can't use the red key, but if we could go to an Ayamera room, that would be neat. Just slicing everything in half for fun. Just in case it was needed. You know what? You know what? We're good. Maybe we can just go. Maybe this is just not the run that goes to Mother, you know? They don't all have to go to Mother. It would have just been a nice little thing. But perhaps this is just not the run to go there. And quite frankly, I'm okay with that. We got the Keeper's kiln or whatever. We got good progress on Tainted Keeper. That one. We only have Mother left to do, and quite frankly, I count that as a win. And all in all, I had a pretty good time in a really, really overpowered build at the end there. So all in all, I can't really complain too much. Either way, hope y'all enjoyed it. Next time we play, we're going to do another run with a different character. And I hope to see y'all there. Bye-bye.